It's time to introduce the starting five for your New Orleans Pelicans. Starting up shooting guard at 6'6", number 5, at center, 6'11", number 17, at guard, 6'3", number 3, CJ at forward, 6'8", number 14, at forward, 6'7", number 1, Zion Williamson.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Craig Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. The chosen one out there with Mr. Clutch. Then it's Mr. Perfect. Then it's G, and his baddest one in at the point guard. And for the Pelicans, Ingram in the front court with Williamson. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Steve, as we know, this should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Mike Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
So it's Las Vegas now, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Baddest one misses. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. And the basket by McCollum.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
Baddest one misses. Baddest one's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. McCollum outside. Outside, Jones. Here's Williamson. The shot off that time, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. McCollum outside. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. And Smooth pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Williamson uses the glass to finish the layup.
The explosiveness gets Zion through the contact. Defender didn't stand a chance.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Ties it up, and this next one would give them the lead.
Man, Zion Williamson is different. A big man who possesses incredible explosiveness and power.
And the free throw is good, now leading by one. Here's baddest one. Last game he had 28 points. Pass to G. Here's baddest one. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. And that one's good by G.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's McCollum. 17 points in his last outing. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession.
Away team's ball.
Since the All-Star break, this group has been on fire. Here are the field goal percentage leaders for the season's second half. And you look at the chosen one, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
His touch around the bucket has been outstanding. I mean, he has missed very few of the good looks he's got.
Here's baddest one. There aren't many players who can score at the volume he has and make it look as easy as he does every game. He averages more than 36 points a game. Now here's McCollum. Back to Williamson. It's deflected. Here's Mr. Perfect. And it's off from three-point range. Williamson outside. And the foul called on G. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Pelicans. Jackson Hayes. Trey Murphy. Jose Alvarado.
Here's Alvarado. Takes the 13-footer, and the Pelicans miss again. For Las Vegas, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Passes it to Smooth. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Ingram kicks to Hayes. Williamson with a screen for Hayes. From the low block, a chosen one with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's baddest one. Nails the 16-footer. Baddest one's got 6.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Williamson looking it over. They could use a bucket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Athleticism. Hard to stop Zion without fouling.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Williamson. And both free throws good for Williamson. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Pelicans fans, here's your Pelicans dance team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensive.
We've got Williamson. He's out there with Larry Nance. And it's Ingram in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Williamson with the bucket.
Facing up, showing the jump shot. Zion saying, you can't give me that.
Pass to Izzo. Lets it go with the 3. The offensive rebound. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Ingram outside. The pass to Alvarado. It's stolen by G. Here's baddest one. His three-pointers off the mark.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Ingram passes to Nance. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Unselfish. Good decision maker. Brandon makes his teammates better.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Here's Nance. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
A creator indeed, and the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. Makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
From deep three-point range, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Williamson in the post. Chalk up 2 there. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Smooth passes to Mr. Perfect. Shoots from 12. Izzo. Good on the three-point shot. G's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pelicans, Hayes comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Herbert Jones in for Ingram. Here's Alvarado. It's deflected. Here's baddest one. And the rebound goes to Murphy.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Hayes with the screen for Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
The Pelicans making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's baddest one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. Las Vegas shooting their first free throws here for the night. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Out to the right wing. Fades back. The Warriors pull it in. The chosen one's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Williamson in the post. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. Here's Mr. Perfect. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Williamson outside. The chosen one with the rebound. The chosen one's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mr. Perfect can't hit. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 8-point game. To the inside. Hayes dishes to McCollum. No good there. 4 seconds left. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And so it's Las Vegas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball and get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. How far down the road would you guys look on the schedule over the course of a season?
Straight to the playoff, man. I was focused on the long game.
The long game? You must be talking about your golf game.
Well, you're going to start talking smack? Golf smack? Come on. You want to go there?
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive performance so far for the Warriors.
They've been disciplined offensively, taking care of the ball and working for good looks. And that's limited fast break opportunities for their opponents. Indeed, baby. No stake right now.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Have to like what we're seeing from baddest one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Mr. Perfect out there with the chosen one. Then there's baddest one. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Izzo in at the 2-guard spot. Here's McCollum after the basket by Las Vegas. Williamson left side. Back to Jones. A 3 from McCollum. Drops in the tray. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
He can make this shot in his sleep. It is pure muscle memory for C.J. McCollum.
Baddest one misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from McCollum.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend. This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
Here's baddest one. He's guarded by McCollum. And the basket by baddest one.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
McCollum outside. Pass to Jones. Over G. That one a little long.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Passes it to Mr. Perfect. And another 3 for Las Vegas.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Once again, fans, put your hands together. That was your Pelicans dynasty.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Daniels. And again, no good by New Orleans.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's baddest one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Number 3.
Take a break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Steve, we know lots of front offices build teams purely around player skills and statistical lines. So that being said, just how important is chemistry on the court and that cohesion?
It's a must. You can achieve a lot with chemistry. Building a beautiful culture, those are the teams that win championships.
New Orleans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. Here's Alvarado. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
The first one falls, and the Pelicans making a change here. Murphy's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Las Vegas leading by 12.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Baddest one. He's got 16.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And so here is New Orleans. The Warriors making the shot. Murphy can't hit. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Smitty, the talented Larry Nance, has a very complete game, doesn't he?
He does. He does a little bit of everything for this team. Scores, rebounds, passes, defends. Kevin, he's such an excellent role player.
The Pelicans have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Nance.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Goes up from the top of the key, and it falls over the rim and in. And that's 23 points for Baddest one.
A tale of two halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Daniels kicks to Murphy, pass to Alvarado. Down low. And no good. The Warriors go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And so it's Las Vegas, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's McCollum in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his third triple of this half, fourth of the game.
Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.